So I am here on dripcalculator.com, or sorry, it's actually dripcalc.com. I'll have a link for it in the show notes if I can recall during my edit here. And I wanted to see what I would make in dividends in the stock market if I invested into a dividend ETF. And here are the stats that I had, and I'm going to show you the numbers as well. So I put in for the ticker number SCHD, which is the Schwab dividend fund. And so this one right here, as of this recording, is $33.56 a share. Current yield is about 3.02%. So I wanted to do a little test here. If we did $1,000 investment, a $1,000 investment, I should say, at that current price point per share, and then how much we get paid out per dividend, which would be about 0.253. It gets paid out quarterly. So these things are actually kind of pre-filled in when we put in the ticker on this page, which is really cool. The dividend growth rate right now is about 10.9%. The share price growth is about 10.11%. So obviously these two numbers can really fluctuate over years. So it's kind of hard to fully, estimate, but we're just going to put it there. And I'm putting in an extra $250 every single month. So I want to see what this will do for us. And then we're going to do a 30-year record here to just kind of get an idea of what this will all do for us. So I'm going to look at this chart right over here. These numbers look pretty crazy, but we're going to scroll down here so we can actually see some of these numbers. So I just want to kind of showcase first and foremost. Let me see where we are on the screen here. So you can kind of see year 11 as well too, but I want to first and foremost stop at year 10. Let's see where we're at. The estimated balance will be about 54,000, right? We'd have about 666 shares, and we would be getting a dividend per share of 64 cents. Our dividend yield would be, yield on cost is actually what I care about at this point, would be 5.76%. We would get annual dividends of $1,787, earn about almost nearly $8,000 in dividends. And yeah, that looks really good. So our end balance would be $65,701 at the end of that year. All right, so let's go ahead and jump down to year 20 now. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Making sure that's all on the screen as well too. So the starting balance for that year, let me actually kind of put an arrow over here. It's at pretty much a little over $250,000. We would have about 1,175 shares at about $1.81 a share. Our yield on cost starts going up like crazy. It's almost 14.18%, which is always great. And then you can see over here, our annual dividends for the year would be about 8,648. And I wanted to break that down since it pays out quarterly. That'd be about $2,100 per quarter, or obviously if you break that down even further, about $720 a month. And by the end of year 20, you would be sitting about a little over $300,000. But now here's the really cool part about compounding interest. So if you're much younger and you want to get started with investing, you can get to this point in 30 years. This is going to be pretty cool. I mean, obviously you could be a little bit older too and live a little longer. Let's go to year 30 over here. So year 30 is of course here at the very bottom. And let's take a look here. You would have starting out about $1 million. And you could see here that what were we looking at here? Your amount of shares would be about 1,700 shares, earning about $5.08 per share from dividends. Your yield on cost would be 38.54%. Your annual dividends, look at this, would be $35,071 per year. If you broke that down per month, because it obviously gets paid out quarterly still, that would be almost $3,000 a month, right? Obviously getting paid out quarterly, but still $3,000 a month. Now, obviously inflation takes a part. And so it'd be, $3,000 in 30 years, $3,000 in 30 years is going to be less buying power than it is today, but still better than zero, better than not having anything. And you would end the year at 1,180,978. And if you keep adding additional years to these, you will see every year just grows much more because of the compounding, right? So if you go from like year 1 to year 2, the numbers don't jump up that dramatically. But when you're here in like year 26 to year 27, you can see these numbers have a much greater impact. Now, this is what they also call dividend reinvestment, right? Where we're actually taking this money and putting it right back in. So, this would be from the beginning of year 30 to the end of year 30, still reinvesting all those dividends. So if you chose to live off of that money instead of reinvesting it, which is obviously okay, especially at that point, your total amount won't grow as far as balance, but you can at least be spending that money at a much better rate there for you. You can see by year 30, this pays you about $96.08 a day in dividends, which is fantastic. And it even says here, these are not guaranteed numbers or anything else like that. These are just based off of averages from this particular fund and how the market overall performs as well. Obviously, here on the site, you can come in and plug in different stocks or ETFs, plug in these numbers differently, right? We started off with $1,000, but maybe you have $2,000 to start off with, or maybe you can do $300 a month, or whatever your numbers are. You can come into these kind of calculators and see the different performances on them, which is always a great thing. Now, if you're somebody who wants to get started with investing, I use pretty much a ton of different platforms, and I'll have a link for you in the show notes down below for some of the best ones, whether you want to do retirement, just a regular taxable brokerage account, do dividend focused account. All of those are going to be in the show notes down below, as well as any tutorials that I might have on my tutorial channel as well. So I'll teach you those things so you make sure you are getting on the right path for you, and any bonuses that come with those things as well. And those do help support us out so we can make more free content just like this for you. And speaking of free content, I'm going to post my next video over here on screen for you so you can keep on watching and learning when it comes to investing.